Hey guys, what is going on? I want to welcome you to the next episode for our Tutorial to Zero 2 series. Previously, we just got done farming 4-3E to get our characters up to, I believe, 70, and then we could corpse drag it. From 70, we would go to 75, and now we just hit level 75. Now, for me, it's going to be unfortunate, and especially for the series, because I got FAL at a very late point. My type 97 was about level 34, 35. I pull FAL and I'm like, wait a second, I need to level her. So I did way more runs of 4-3E than intended, and that is why this next update video is a little bit late. So one of the things that I want to kind of go back and touch on is what equipment I said was I was going to be pulling for that I thought was important. And that is going to be on M16. And I said that I wanted to pull her 5-star T exoskeleton, where in reality, the best pull that I was able to get was her shotgun armor. Her shotgun armor allows her to put armor onto her, and some of the shots that she takes from of the enemies actually deal like 1 to 4 damage. And as we're able to get it enhanced to +10 and then max calibrated, then she takes even less damage. The T exoskeleton just helps increase her evasion. So, if she does, if she's dodging and evading all these attacks, the shotgun armor is there. Ooh, this one's only going to hit for 1. Whereas if we didn't have that shotgun armor and she's dodging and evading, and then she gets hit instead of getting hit for like 15. And so this shotgun armor is actually extremely important. And if you haven't gotten it already, please try to go for that, as that is going to be extremely important for M16. Once she was able to equip her shotgun armor and then the T exoskeleton, I was actually able to start corpse dragging 4-3E, and then once FAL got leveled up and now I'm able to move to 5-4, she can actually tank a little bit of 5-4. So just to give a brief update, here are some things that I'd like us to focus on now if you haven't already done this. Using M14 as somebody to level up while once you get level 70 and you're able to corpse drag 4-3E, using M14 is definitely going to be very useful and very helpful. We are going to need her because we're actually going to be going against some armored units. And what do I mean by that? I'll show you briefly. Now, if you notice, my shotgun armor is at +8. Well, Tug, how did you get it to +8? Here are some things that we're gonna need to do for our updated homework, if you will. So the first thing that I'd like us to do is, once your units hit about that level 75 to 80 level range, then you should be easily able to go to 5-4. If you don't have that shotgun armor, you're probably gonna have to resupply it, unless you have 4 or 5-star SMGs. I believe 4-3E would be something that is more towards testing your damage dealer's limits, whereas 5-4 is going to test your tank's limits. And so that's why a 4 or 5-star SMG is needed, or if you have M16 with the shotgun armor and you're already leveling it up. Well, how do I level up her armor? In order to even unlock it, you're going to need to do the emergency for chapter 2. So I've completed that here. Doing that unlocks the night battle for chapter 1. Now, M14 actually comes in very clutch for me, and I will show a clip of the stream of me clearing this, and you'll see that right about now. Now, the thing that you want to do with night battles is if you have ARs, you want to give them night equipment. And then if you have rifles, you don't really have to worry too much about them, but they will deal a lot of damage to your armored units. If you have grenadiers, they will definitely do a lot of work for you. The main thing you want to do in night battles is kill all the enemies unless it's something else that's stated. So in chapter 1, it's just kill every single enemy. You gotta find them and you gotta kill them all. And so that was one of the things that we did with chapter 1 night. Now that, once we clear that, that enables us to go to the research. We can actually enhance the equipment. Now, if you've been doing your daily equipment pulls, you should have a lot of equipment stored up by now. And if you do have that shotgun armor, please focus that first. And so you'll just feed equipment into this, and it'll cost some resources, and then it'll just slowly tick away until you get to the next enhancement level. Now, this is all that I want to talk about for the shotgun armor, because the shotgun armor is extremely important. Next thing that I do want to talk about is going to be the quick little update as to what we can be doing in our dorm. Now, I haven't really talked about this, but I've kind of been doing it, but I've been doing it unknowingly. And so there are times that you can collect batteries from your dorm. The batteries will build up and build up until they hit a certain point. And I have made a video about everything that we know about the dorm, except for the cafe and the fairy chamber. I'll definitely make another video for it. But you do want to collect your batteries. You do want to get batteries from other people. And you want to start leveling up your data room. Now, until we unlock the fairy chamber, let's just get our data room to 5 and then save the rest of our batteries. The last thing that I do want to talk about, after kind of mentioning, hey, where we are as far as, you know, getting the shotgun armor, who is the next person that we should be leveling while we corpse drag, and then kind of mentioning the equipment and the dorm section, is I do want to go through and show you a quick run of 5-4. 5-4 is going to kind of be the same as 5-2 emergency. 5-4 will be the stage that gets us from about that 75 to 79, 80 range. Now, if your damage dealer isn't already level 80, just kind of level it up through here, even if your tanks aren't getting the most EXP out of it. After we do 5-4, you can go one of two routes. You can either continue doing 5-4 and doing a little slapdick corpse dragging for it. You can fully resupply 5-2E, or you can fully resupply 0-2. I will probably take the route in which I just slapdick corpse drag, because I mean, I get repairs out of it, and it's just easier for me to not have to worry about, you know, spending all of these resources. If you haven't already, you know, played a few days of Logistics Frontline, please do so that way you can get a bunch of resources and just play to your heart's content. So right now, if I wanted to fully resupply, I could do a lot of runs with it because I have about 70,000 ammo. So let me go ahead and show you one run of the corpse drag for 5-4. So right now what I'm doing is I'm setting up the resupply squad right here, and I'm setting up the damage dealing squad right here. The way that I have the team set up as far as this team is concerned, because I have the shotgun armor, M16 will tank, and then because I have 2 more SMGs that I'm leveling, I do want to give the damage buffs to SOP mod, and then I'm going to have to do just a small amount of kiting when it comes to doing this run. So let's go ahead and drop down our damage dealing team. SOP mod has full resupply here. Then we do have FAL, who is going to be our resupply squad. We'll start the stage and we will go from here. So we're going to resupply FAL, and then we are going to do our 2 supports because I haven't done my support dailies yet. So I'm just going to set down 2 supports because I would like to get my friend points. Now, with the new client, this is exactly how I run 5-4. The way that I do it is I click this node right here, I'll click this node. It leaves me with 2 action points, okay? So I'm going to walk backwards 1, I'm going to walk back to this command post 2, and then I'm going to click here to give myself a negative action point. That way the map will just automatically finish for me. So if I were to do it in a quick manner, I would say click 1, click 2, click 3, click 4. And this is going to be a 4-click corpse drag for 5-4. Now I'm going to hit execute plan, and it's just going to go through every single little fight. Now, I will at least show you the run, so that way you can see which one I'm kiting and who I'm allowing to take the damage and who I'm not allowing to take the damage. These first few fights are going to be a little scuffed, more or less, because M16, Sten, and Scorpion do have some ammo and some rations, so they will be able to contribute towards these fights. But I'll tell you which fights that I kind of look forward to and saying, hey, I need to kite this or I need to move this. But these first 2 fights are relatively easy. The reason why I have M16 in this 6th position is because we do have a mortar, kind of like we did in 4-3E, that we need to be able to kill as soon as we get sights of him. So, okay, we lost 90 ammo, and like I said, that's not that big of a deal because I have so much ammo. So, if you notice on M16, she takes 1 damage here. She took a 9 damage there, and that's because she doesn't have that fully max calibrated, fully enhanced shotgun armor. If she did, I'd like to assume that it might be like a 5 damage or a 6 damage instead of 9. But what I'm looking at is about 3 to 3.5, maybe 4 runs if I really kite it out super hard. So this is the battle that I actually do take damage on my other 2 SMGs, but it's not too much damage. So what I like to do is I just kind of like to let these mobs come up, let them die, then I'll retreat here once this little guard mob dies. When that guard mob dies, I retreat here, so that way everybody's focusing M16 and nobody runs past me. After that, it's just smooth sailing from here, and I just let the run do its own business. And this is the main place that I actually have to focus on. Hey, I gotta make sure, you know, M14 doesn't die, so I split my SMGs, walk M16 backwards, retreat them when they need to be retreated, and then that's really all the focus that I'm doing for 5-4 when I'm grinding. So FAL will get to about 78, 79, 80 before I leave. And if you noticed, that negative action point completed the turn for me. I didn't click anything, and now this run is complete. So it's very simple, very easy run. You get some very good EXP out of it. You can get some cores here as well, and everything is just going to be very, very nice and easy for us. Now after that, 5-2 is the same exact map. I'm gonna run it the same way. Top right hand corner, hit that middle, go down, call it a day. I'm gonna do that for 5-2. I might feel a little frisky and see how I feel about doing a full resupply of 0-2 a little bit later on. But one thing that I do have to mention is because my units are just over leveled at this point in time, I do have an X5 Sten waiting for me. So, you know, because I did so many 4-3E runs, that's just kind of the nature of how it plays out. And just to show you, I did 440, and now I'm not going back to it anymore. If you don't have that shotgun armor, you really want to focus that shotgun armor. That is very, very crucial for you to be able to get into that 0-2 area, not so much the 5-star T exoskeleton. So just to recap very quickly, what I'd like for us to focus on is make sure you get those batteries and make sure you level up your data room all the way up to level 5. If you have your fairies already unlocked, I do not, but if you have your fairies unlocked, then we're gonna do that and focus your fairies first, and don't even worry about your data room. After that, the next focus that I wanted us to take is making sure we complete Emergency Chapter 2, so that way we can unlock Night Chapter 1, and I want us to finish Night Chapter 1. After finishing Night Chapter 1, I'd like for us to start enhancing our shotgun armor. It has to be a 5-star shotgun armor, so please don't waste your equipment on enhancing other things if it's only a 4-star shotgun armor. You can enhance your other 5-star things, but the shotgun armor is the most important thing to be leveling up right now. After that, the last and final thing, you know, making sure you have M14 so that way she can do a lot of work for you in the Chapter 1 night battle. The last and final thing is definitely just grinding up 5-4 and 5-2 E. We are very close to finishing this series, but there are a few things that I will be touching on outside of the actual road to getting to 02, whether it be the dorms, whether it be the ferries, the research, whatever have you. I'll definitely cover those so that way we have a good track record for just completing and rounding out everything once we get to 02, and then being able to just AFK farm the entirety of it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it helps you out, and if it doesn't, please feel free to shoot me a Discord message or hit me up on twitch.tv/Tuglow. You can see the times at which I stream right below my webcam. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your support. If you haven't already, please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel for more GFL content. Also, feel free to follow me on twitch.tv/Tuglow so you can catch me when I live stream. And hey, if you got that Amazon Prime and you feel like giving me a Twitch Prime for support, I'd greatly appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for watching. I really do enjoy the support. I hope you have a great day. Good luck grinding. Much love. God bless. And peace out.